Hey guys, good evening to you. It is 10 o'clock on a Tuesday night. So, for us Boston fans, it's half and half. Sox ended up losing 4-2. Celtics won 120 to 95. So, tonight's reaction video is about a crime spree that happened in Ohio where where these two guys stole someone's car and then it got pretty deadly. So, once again, viewer discretion is advised. So this is from Midwest Safety, and as usual, you know how this goes. As long as you see me in the lower right, it means it's fair use. So let's get started and see what we got. Also, before we begin, at very end, there will be two worship services tomorrow. One Easter week 7, and then a Monday Thursday broadcast. Without further ado, let's see what we got.
What you just witnessed was a crash at extreme speeds. Unfortunately, for one occupant, it proved deadly. What follows next is never-before-seen footage acquired by our dedicated team of volunteers. Graphic imagery is excluded from this video. On December 3, 2021, officers from both the Solon and Bentleyville Police Department in Ohio found themselves involved in a deadly chase. The suspect and his accomplice in the passenger seat were discovered after police officers randomly scanned their license plate and found the vehicle was reported stolen. Police reportedly followed the suspects until they pulled into a group home driveway. According to court documents, this Bentleyville patrol officer quickly lost track of the stolen vehicle after they...
Oh my God. This is so dangerous. Look at this. It looks like it's in the middle of the day. You have people out in public doing their normal daily activities, and then you have this that happens. It's very scary.
exceeded 80 miles per hour in a 35-mile-an-hour
55
zone.
miles
The
per hour
Bentleyville
over
officer then radioed neighboring departments about the situation in hopes of capturing the suspects. Solon officers responded, quickly assembling stop sticks down the road. Reacting quickly, officers attempted to reduce traffic in the area.
I'm going to stage in the intersection and block it off. That way we don't have a crash here.
Not to get out. Yeah, just get out of his way. Ah, the old stop stit. Christmas music
right
playing.
It's got one headlight. He's doing about 80. Swerving in my lane.
Good hit. Crash out. 7 squad.
Nothing like some good old karma right there. Karma, the deadly kind, as we'll soon find out.
Radio, send a couple squads. Back here! Off!
Some officers go to the suspect's car, while others help injured civilians in the crash. The impacted pickup truck housed an 89-year-old driver and his 85-year-old wife.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Oh man, I'm on blood thinners.
Okay.
Where did this guy come from?
Radio got
Oh,
elderly
no.
male on blood thinners, elderly female with an injured.
What the heck? What the cops say? This is what you get,
All
motherfucker.
right, let me get something on there for you. Keep your hands where I can see them. Hey, let me see your hands. Hold on, stay in the car for me. I don't give a shit. What's your problem?
Is she okay over there?
This is just sad. Really, really sad.
Hey, go to the other side, sir. Would you please?
That's right. This is what he does
Wipe
with
on the other
pulling
side.
this on the subway.
Can you get cover on him so I can put him up? Let's go. Let's go.
Hang tight. I got people coming, okay?
Okay.
Are you hurt? Or just shook up? Yeah. Okay, stay in the car for me, please.
Hold up.
They said there's a gun on the floor in here. Right on the floor.
Don't move.
I'm not gonna move. I'm trying to can't move. Man, my leg.
Put his legs in there.
Are you hurt anywhere or just bleeding?
Oh, God, I'm just.
Okay. Just lean against the car for me so you don't get dizzy.
Oh, I'm okay.
Okay.
Hey, keep your hands where I can see them.
Okay, as long as you keep them hands right there.
Where's the gun at? Don't point. Don't reach for it. Just tell us.
They're here somewhere.
Don't look at it. Look out that way. Keep your hands right there.
Lean them right down on that car if you have to, but you do not bring them inside that car.
Are you in pain? Cover him. Cover him. Cover the driver. Cover the driver.
Wow. Maybe you should just give up next time.
I want to drive.
Or maybe you should whack him in his head until he stops driving.
Is there anybody else in this car but you two?
You want to have him climb out?
Nobody in the back?
His legs broke. Yes.
Are you trapped?
Yes.
Can you move that way?
You can pull me out. I can't move my.
This is what happens. Obviously, this individual clearly has, again, no regard for anybody's safety. Look at this. This is exactly what we see time and time again here. People just, these young kids doing this. This is why you shouldn't run for the police. This is why some people should not be behind the wheel. As we've talked about previously. I mean, I'm lost for words at this point. So let's just continue on.
Hold on a minute. We're going to check him first. He's got worse injuries.
I do. No, he do. I do.
You're bleeding out your face, man.
I am. My mouth. I can't step up.
Keep your hands right here. I'm going to help you get out as soon as they deal with him, okay?
Where's that gun, man?
Here. If you hop out, I'll get it. I'll keep cover.
Let's see. They must have bounced.
I'm going to see if I can get him out. Cover him. There's a gun in the car, so keep your gun on him. Okay. He's cuffed, but I'm going to try to help him out of the car because he asked if I could help him climb out. Do you think you can move if I help you crawl out?
My leg. Damn. Look at my leg.
I can't pull you out. I'm just going to hurt you more.
Oh, he could get out. His leg's broken.
Let the fire department come and cut this open, okay? Just breathe in nice and slow. Keep your head up here. Keep talking to me. His leg is all folded up. He can't get out either.
Yeah, I got him.
Was he trying to avoid him?
Two in here. They're both going to need cut out. The driver may be able to get out, but his leg's broken. Did we get the gun out yet or no?
No, we don't know where it's at. What's going on, man? Okay.
Joe, line over here so you got a better line of fire. Keep an eye on both of them.
I just hope the other people aren't too bad. I think these guys are probably going to be all right. You still breathing okay? Talk to me, man. Okay, I know. They're going to take the top off the car probably and cut you out.
No.
They got to do their thing, man. They got to fire up the jaws of life and cut you out.
Can I get the tags on my mouth?
Go ahead.
I don't even know his name.
Got his ID?
Yeah.
You get the wife's?
No.
Yeah, Sally.
Oh, yeah, she's pretty banged up.
Your wife's name's Sally?
Sally, yeah.
According to Adam, she's not good enough to answer any questions.
I'm a little pissed off because he drove right past me.
And in case you're wondering, this is what the jaws of life looks like.
Quad gets him out first.
Driver might be able to get out.
Or we just pull him out and sit him on the grass.
Give me a damn cop. I'll take him out myself.
How you doing? My name's Dan. Feel we're gonna get some tools out. We're gonna cut that door. We're gonna spread it, okay?
Did you see the other drivers? The other people from the other cars? See how bad they are?
You doing okay? Don't need a squad to look at you right now?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just kind of shook enough. I don't think I'm injured.
How you got hung up in this?
I work right here. That's where I was going.
You might have to take the day off.
The male, he's got a couple cuts. He's okay. The female, she had some, I guess, some stomach pain, some rib pain, possibly.
Nothing life-threatening, though. Look like it.
No.
They're lucky, and these guys are lucky.
Despite the officer's positive outlook, things would go downhill quickly for one person involved in the crash.
Hey, right pocket, removing gun.
Okay, go ahead.
Keep your hands up.
I got you, Steve.
Don't reach for that gun. Is that the only gun on you?
Weapon secured.
Where's the other gun at?
Not another gun.
Guarantee you the press is going to be all over it. Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, what's that size?
All right, this is not going to feel good. You can stand on his left leg. Stand. Right leg. Go ahead and turn and sit. So this right leg's broken.
Passenger says he's 19. I wonder how old this guy is.
He's an adult.
That's what I'm hoping.
You gotta get it off.
Everything's getting cut off. There's no way around it. Sorry. Our job take care of you medically.
Airbag. She's a little old lady. She was just saying like it's hard to read. But
If I got in there as fast as I could and cut the airbag out.
yeah.
Hey, Luke, when they get them out, you got to search them.
Put on your
Yeah, shanked myself.
Do you have any neck pain, back pain, shoulder pain? Leg pain, that's understandable in this situation. If the cop searches back before you put them on the back, we got a broken leg, just so you know. I know, before you move them, you clear his back.
Want to get in there and just check them as they get them out.
I have one requesting, they have a female stating that she is a significant other that was involved in the crash, and they want to know if she can come through.
No.
Not at this time, radio.
Tell him to go to Hillcrest.
Anybody that matters has already gone to Hillcrest, yeah.
Compound.
Both. Kid fit both. And this is definite.
Yeah?
I feel horrible because I was going through the intersection. This guy in this truck started to go, and I'm hitting lights and sirens, and he's still kind of going. Make eye contact with him, tell him to stop.
The bang bang thing,
They don't
care.
He's absolutely right. They don't care.
Now the only thing I care about is that they're in pain.
Idiots. No regard for anyone's safety.
Shortly after the passenger is taken away from the vehicle, officers begin searching the decimated blue Ford for evidence.
Is there any weed in there? A little bit, yeah. It's not even open. Or is it open? No, it is open. Okay.
That might be interesting. Hey, Jamie. That might be interesting.
Hold everything because they shot a guy during the process and they don't know the condition of it.
All right. Jamie said somebody was shot when the car was taken.
So they shot somebody.
I'm going to guess, because that's why they were up, that mask might have been used.
Guys, the victim that they shot might not make it.
After some investigation, officers discovered the suspects were responsible for what courts would determine was a crime spree. 5 days prior to the events shown in this video, the suspects committed crimes that resulted in rough Ford.
Well, let's read it. So, on the left, involuntary manslaughter, attempted murder, aggravated robbery, theft, robbery, felonious assault, and so on.
Dozen charges between the two of them. This included multiple counts of grand theft auto, aggravated robbery, aggravated theft, abduction, attempted murder, and felonious assault. The 19-year-old driver of the vehicle was already going through the court system for a separate incident that happened roughly 6 months prior, where he faced 10 different charges related to drug trafficking and possession. According to news sources and court documents, the suspect was allegedly caught trafficking fentanyl-related drugs after he rushed a friend to the hospital who was suffering from a gunshot wound. This case legally disallowed him from possessing firearms, a factor that would rack up his sentence for future incidents. Suspects obtained the blue Ford after they robbed and shot the owner, a 23-year-old working a second job as a Grubhub driver. Interviews with the victim indicate the suspects shot him in the hip and abdomen area, even though he fully complied with all their demands. Luckily, after emergency surgery, he was able to walk a week later, although the bullets still remained in his hip. His GoFundMe page is still active and can be found in the description below. In court, the main suspect and driver of the vehicle, J. Marlon Romeo Hayes, would be tried for all of his mentioned offenses. On December 15th, the court listed a $750,000 bond that was never posted. He alone would face over 30 charges for his actions, and he pled guilty to nearly all of them, likely in hopes of a lighter sentence. However, the court applied the Reagan-Tokes Law to several of his offenses. The Reagan-Tokes Law refers to a case where a 21-year-old student who was abducted, raped, and murdered in 2017 by a man on parole. This relatively new law allows the court to extend sentences beyond what court guidelines recommend if it is determined the defendant would be a danger to the public if released on parole. His defense attempted to avoid the application of this law, citing his mental health issues, general lack of education, a 72 IQ, absence of a father due to prison sentences, and that he allegedly pled guilty to the crimes during a police interrogation, where they failed to read his Miranda rights. They cited that Hayes was remorseful, wished to utilize prison programs to further an education, and eventually reunite with his infant daughter.
Hold the phone. So this piece of shit had a daughter. Should have thought about that. Now his daughter will grow up without a father. Nice one.
Yeah, we can't let him get away.
No. Yeah, because they're going to be in the wind carjacking people before the day's out.
Unfortunately for Hayes, he was sentenced to multiple years in prison for every single one of his guilty verdicts. His longest individual charge was for an aggravated robbery, which was 11 years plus 3 years firearms specification, totaling 14 years. If all of his charges were ran concurrently, meaning he serves multiple sentences simultaneously, that would have been his full term. However, he would instead serve his sentences consecutively, meaning one after the other. This resulted in a verdict of 71.5 years in prison. Hayes' defense team argued against this verdict in court, saying Hayes has the potential to do good. The court responded with, quote, "I hope that is true. However, any good you do for a long time to come will be within the state prison." At 20 years old, even under the best circumstances, he'll have to serve 85% of his sentence under Ohio law and won't be eligible for release until he is
That's just sad. Really, really sad. I mean, you're 20 years old and you're going to spend the rest of your life in prison. That's really, really sad.
is 80. According to news sources, his accomplice, Rontel Dante Parks, was sentenced to 18 years in prison for his crimes. Even more lawsuits continued to rise from the events in this video. According to news reports, the then 89-year-old driver of the pickup truck is suing the officers involved in the chase. Although his 85-year-old wife was rushed to the hospital, she ultimately succumbed to her injuries just hours after the crash. In the wrongful death lawsuit, he claims their continuation of the chase, their use of stop sticks, their disregard for being in a residential area as school was being let out, and failure to evacuate citizens from the area caused the crash that killed his wife, whom he was married to for 65 years. It's not clear if the woman's health conditions played a role. The image here indicates the pickup safety cage held up well under the forces of the crash, and there is seemingly no damage to the passenger side door. He is seeking combined damages of between $25,000 to $125,000. That court case is still active, with a trial by jury currently scheduled on June 3rd, 2024.
Well, because of the spike strips.
Yeah, it was because he was going too fast and the road was a little bit wet, and he tried to avoid him, yeah.
I feel horrible because I was going through the intersection. This guy in this truck, make eye contact with him, tell him to stop.
A truly tragic story. Since finalizing this video, we do have 3 updates. The first is court records indicate there were a total of 52 charges filed on those 2 suspects over a 6-month period, many related to violent crimes or gun violence. 2, the suspects are not going to be sued because there's simply no money there. And number 3, you might hear stories about how fatal pursuits
So my final thoughts is, again, my thoughts and prayers with this gentleman who obviously lost his wife in a horrible situation, and it just goes back to show you that what the kind of people these people are, and you know, we're very, very lucky that does not happen here in Lebanon, and even in this area where this studio is. So thank God for that. So before we wrap it up, I just want to let you know, worship Easter week 7 tomorrow, 5 o'clock Eastern, and then Monday, Thursday rebroadcast at 7 o'clock Eastern. So that is it for me tonight. Again, if you have any comments and you continue like to see more videos like this, be sure to hit that like button and continue the subscription. We're up to 117. And until then, Nick here saying good night from Lebanon.